Welcome to Yester Kitchen. I'm Jill. We are bringing vintage cookbooks back to life. And today we are going into a book from 1979 and making a recipe from 1931 from the Jell-O company. You're going to love it. Let's get started. Hey everyone, so 1979, I want to share with you, here we go, the joys of Jell-O. Fabulous, fabulous book. Of course, it's just chock full of recipes of all kinds of Jell-O in all kinds of ways, but I'll show you some. So today we are going to make the quintessential Jell-O dish. And back way forever ago, I did a video on the tuna noodle casserole, which I still say is the quintessential dish of the 1950s. If you want to check it out, I'll put a link up there. And why the convenience food age really ramped up in the 50s. So here, I am going to make the quintessential Jell-O dish of all time. Are you ready? Are you ready? We are going to make under the sea salad. And look at this. This is just what I love about vintage cookbooks. I don't know who owned this book before I got it, but up here in the corner, August 79, delicious, and a check mark. So thank you. Under the sea salad has been around since 1931 is when it first made its appearance. Let's get started. We are going to use 1 3-ounce box of lime Jell-O. So just wanted to show you that. I'm going to go ahead and put that in my happy little mixing bowl, along with a 1/4 teaspoon, where is it, of salt, because it is the sea after all, right? Okay, I need you to give me 1 second so I can bring my water up to a boil. I wanted it super boiling, so give me 1 second. Okay, freshly boiled, 1 cup of boiling water. Oh man, do I love that green. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and let that dissolve. While it's dissolving, you're gonna need 1 16-ounce, or whatever the ounces are these days, of pear halves. Now what you want, they make 2 pear halves. Now in the old days, like what we're cooking from, they make all the canned fruit in heavy syrup. Today, it's more either in fruit juice or light syrup. We're cooking retro. Get the heavy syrup pears. Okay, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna take those pears, open it up, and drain out all the heavy syrup. You want 3/4 of a cup. I got lucky and got exactly 3/4 of a cup. Yay! If not, you can add water to make 3/4 of a cup. Okay, so our Jell-O is nice and dissolved. So now, to this Jell-O, we are going to add our 3/4 cup of pear syrup. Give it some nice flavor. And a tablespoon of lemon juice, always fresh. Come on, guys. It's fresh lemon juice. And we are going to just go ahead and mix that together. All right, step 1 is done. What to do with the pears in the can? You want to go ahead and dice them. They're sitting aside for right now, but just have them diced and ready to go. Enter Jell-O mold. Now here's the thing. I'm using a loaf pan. Why? Because first of all, it is very classic for this dish, but also I know a lot of you don't have Jell-O molds. If you have them, by all means, use them. I mean, obviously, right, the Jell-O company definitely is promoting molds here, but a lot of you don't have molds, and so I'm just showing you that it can easily be done in a loaf pan. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take 1 1/4 cups of the Jell-O, and I'm using a little ladle. Sorry if my hand's in the way, but I really want to get this measurement precise. And you're just going to pour it into your mold. So this is 1 cup. And I do spray cooking spray on my Jell-O molds. You don't have to, not necessary. But I like to actually just make sure, do I have 1/4 cup? Yep, 1/4 cup. I want to make sure that there is no chance of sticking. So I do. Our happy little loaf pan is going to go into the fridge. And what we want here is we want it set but not firm. What does that mean? Well, the Jell-O company actually gave us a handy dandy little table to tell us. So what set but not firm is when you can touch the Jell-O and it still sticks to your fingers. It takes about 2 hours. So we're going to go ahead and put this in the fridge, start our 2-hour clock, and then we're going to go to the next step. Okay, next step, we're going to do the top of our mold. And I will tell you, you really want your what's in there right now, set but not firm. You really want that to be accurate, because if you let it go completely firm, there's a good chance that your top layer is just going to slide right off. It's like where that Jell-O sticks to your finger. It's kind of like the glue that holds the layers together. So make sure it is set but not firm. Okay, I have 6 ounces of softened cream cheese. This has been sitting out for a while, and see, it is pretty soft. So I guess I need to get a paper towel. Give me 1 second. All right, so this cream cheese goes into the Jell-O. And you just want to start just smushing it around. And and because of the heat that's left in the Jell-O, we should be able to do fine. Use a whisk. And while I'm smushing it around, remember way back when, I know a lot of you remember, when cream cheese used to come in the 3-ounce packages? Well, that's where the idea of this came from, because they said buy 2 3-ounce packages. Well, they don't make 3-ounce packages anymore. So all I did was I took a block of cream cheese. I just made a little knife mark right in half. I made a knife mark in half of that, and just there's your 2 ounces. You just want to put those aside for a future bagel or toast or lox, which happens to be my favorite, or whatever you like. All right, and see, now as we're stirring this, it's totally melting down. Okay, now we're gonna add, are you ready for this? Oh my God, I love this part. 1/8 teaspoon of ginger powder. Boop, in it goes. And that's just gonna give it, oh, ginger and pears, such an affinity for each other. I am loving making this. You know, someone out there, one of you guys said, can you please do more Jell-O recipes? And I really wanted to thank you while I was doing this one. And I forgot, and I apologize. I actually put up, there, you know, here's my proof. I put up a note on my community page saying, who was it that requested more Jell-O recipes? And I didn't get an answer. So I know you're out there. I'm so sorry. So sorry. But thank you for requesting more Jell-O. Let me know who you are in the comments below. And next time I hit this book up, I will definitely thank you. Okay, back to Jell-O. We are all smooth. So now what we're going to do, don't put your pears in yet. We're keeping these aside. Just let them sit and be happy. We need to chill this guy until thick. Thick means you can kind of drag a spoon across it and it leaves like the indentation. And that's going to take about an hour and a half. So I'm going to let this sit here for about 30 minutes, put it in the fridge, let it do its hour and a half. They're both going to be ready at the same time. And then we're going to put it all together for even more chilling, because you know Jell-O is a waiting game. I will see you guys in a couple hours. Hey everyone, okay, so for you it's been like that, right? But for me, it's been 2 hours, and then, actually no, about an hour and 45 and about an hour and 15, because it's ready. As you look, see it stood the test. I don't know if you can see it, but my fingerprint is in there. Is set but not firm. And on this one, as you can see, I already pre-tested it because I wanted to make sure, and that is that the spoon will drag and leave a trace. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to stir this up a little bit, and you want to be really gently, just because you want all of that chilled Jell-O to kind of go through the non-chilled Jell-O, or the not set yet Jell-O, right? This is thickened. That's what our recipe wanted, thickened, and it's thickened. Now it's time to take our pears and put them in. And now we're just going to gently mix them all the way through. This step is going to go super duper fast. And once again, we are cooking from 1979 Joys of Jell-O, although Under the Sea Salad did come out in 1931. So we kind of have a double bonus, a double whammy. Whammy. Where did I hear whammy from? Who watched Wonderama? Oh my God, I don't know why that just came to me, but who remembers Wonderama? Oh my God, I totally remember that show, and I haven't thought about it since then. But anyway, I digress. Okay, so now we're gonna go back to our Jell-O, and we're gonna pour our pear mixture on top of our Jell-O, and this is gonna be like the under the sea part. And our pure lime Jell-O is gonna be like the top of the sea part. And of course it's not filling up because my loaf pan is pretty big, but it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. Once again, back to my Meatballs reference. That movie Meatballs of the 70s, Bill Murray. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna get off of all this and get back to Jell-O. Okay, this is it. Now we have to chill this until it's completely firm, completely thick. I'm gonna let it go for an hour. So I will see you right back here. Well, it's gonna be like that for you. I'm going to go work for a while, and I'll see you in an hour. Bye. Okay, it has been probably about an hour and 15 minutes, and it's ready to go. But before we do that, I just wanted to share a couple of these guys with you. So my bad. This is not 1979. This is in the 60s somewhere. I'm guessing 65, somewhere between 64 and 66. Joys of Jell-O. Okay, now I just want to share a couple other ones that I have. Now here I have the new Joys of Jell-O. This is 1979. So that's where I got it from. So my apologies. I also have the Joys of Gelatin. This is 1981. Also fabulous. And then this is my absolute favorite. I just have to share this with you. 1977. The Amazing Magical Jell-O Desserts. This is a purely kids cookbook. Just real quick. Just purely kids cookbook. This was mine when I was a kid, and I still have it, and I still treasure it. And I actually made a recipe from here a long time ago called Jiffy Sauce. I'll put it up there for you. If you're an ice cream fan, you'll love it. Okay, now let me get those aside. And thank you for helping me go down my little memory lane. Okay, so now we have our gelatin, which is completely set. All right, here's how we do it. So first of all, what I did was I kind of tilted it every which way, and look at that. It just comes right apart. So we're totally good there. I've got my platter, Fiestaware, of course. I'm gonna upside down this. And ready? Up we go. Oof. And there it is. Under the sea salad. Now, of course, we need to pretty it up. So I have some lettuce leaves because, you know, little things, little leaves grow in the sea. And that's always pretty. I'm going to put one down here too. There. And of course, you can do this however you like. I also have... I used all my pears, but I do have a couple slices of peeled apples. So we're just going to do that instead. And you know what? I put a little lemon juice on top of them so they won't brown. And they still look pretty. And then, fresh cherries, anyone? Well, it is the summer. At least it is right now. Look at that. How's that? Under the sea salad, 1931, the quintessential Jell-O dish. All right. Give me 1 second and we're going to cut into this because I've got to taste it. So I've got my knife and I've got my spatula and I've got my plate. I'm just going to start from this end because I don't want to ruin the prettiness yet. And you probably don't need a knife. I mean, it's Jell-O after all. I'm just being a little extra. Oh, you know what? I apologize, but it's the lights. It would not be already melting. Let's get that out of the way. And I promise you, 1931. Oh, man. This is so good. Now, I know that there's blue Jell-O now, and if you want to substitute, I'm not going to stop you, but this is tradition. Under the Sea Salad, 1931, as brought to us from Joys of Jell-O, 1960 something. The actual date is not in this book. You got to try it. You just got to try it. And if you do, send me a picture. If you would like to explore more dishes from your childhood or just the past, I invite you to subscribe. I release new videos every week. In the meantime, there are some more retro dishes for you. And remember, every dish, even under the sea salad, has a story. I'll see you in the next video.